It's me, Regina Natural. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys know, I've been missing. Sorry for the video delay. Your girl been going through some things. Since my last video, I took myself off dialysis. Yes. I went to dialysis. That was January 30th, 29th or 30th. And that was the last day that I went to dialysis. While I was on the dialysis machine, my blood pressure started just shooting up really, really high. And the machine kept going off. I let my nurse at the time know, the machine keeps going off, saying my blood pressure shooting up, like, what's going on? She's like, you took your blood pressure meeting? And I'm like, yeah, I took it. I don't know why, my blood pressure was going up. And I ended up falling asleep. And she was like, before I fell asleep, she was like, okay, if your blood pressure continues to go up, we're going to give you some clonidine to, lower your blood pressure. I was like, okay. So I ended up falling asleep, and I felt someone touching on me while I was asleep. But, I thought maybe they were just checking my cords, making sure my cords were, running properly. So I ended up waking up, and when I woke up, my machine was going off again. And this time I noticed that my legs were starting to swell, and she had changed my cord, so she ended up running me reverse. So that would explain why I felt someone touching on me. And then I was like, I look at the machine again, and they like, it's going off again. She's like, okay, your blood pressure is almost at stroke level. Like, what's going on? I'm like, you tell me what's going on. Y'all up here running me reverse. I never been ran reverse before. And I was like, my legs are swelling. And I just was like, you know what? Take me off of this machine. I was like, are you sure your blood pressure is really elevated? Can we call your doctor first? I said, no. Take me off this machine. I am about to go. So they unplugged me from the machine. I left and I didn't go back. And the doctor called and asked why. And I told him why. I didn't go into details about what happened that day. I just was like, this ain't for me. I tried y'all way. I'm going to try my way. So, I ended up after dialysis. Everything was going smooth. I was doing my plant-based diet, taking my herbs, all of that. And then I decided to go back to work. I was working cleaning service. I was doing hair. Yeah, I was doing both of those back and forth. I wasn't really getting any rest. And that was around, I started really working really hard around week 5, going into week 6. I decided I was going to just go back to the Y. So I ended up getting a higher position with the Y. And on my second day of training, I just felt like I was sick. But a few days before, my stomach and stuff started swelling just up here. And I started having heart palpitations. I was like, oh, Lord, what's going on? And then on the 7th of April, I left work that day, barely can breathe, and I ended up hospitalized. When I got there, I was begging them to help me, and they was like, you gotta fill out paperwork. And my sister's like, she can't breathe, she can't fill out any paperwork. She would answer the questions the best of her ability. And I always remember he was yelling. I even jacked up a nurse, and I was like, help me, help me, help me. I couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air. I was like, I just remember doing that. And then I remember passing out. And then I remember trying to wake up, and I had tubes in my throat, but I ended up passing back out. And then one day I woke up, and I was like, I saw a nurse, and I was like, what happened to me? And she was like, you stopped going to dialysis. You came here with fluid in your lungs, fluid around your heart, and the day you were admitted, you were going into a cardiac arrest. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. And they had already placed a catheter right here in my neck. It's where those marks are. And a temporary catheter right there, so they could remove the fluid out of my body. And she was like, fluid goes wherever it wants to. You probably didn't notice in your legs, your arms, your face. It was in your stomach and your lungs. in your heart, around my heart. And I was like, wow. So I was in the hospital for 9 days. I was released April 15th. And I went home, you know, and I just accept the fact, you know, I feel like I spent most of I've been diagnosed with lupus. This month I made 6 years. So I've been battling with lupus for 6 years. Been beating lupus for 6 years. And I was just like, all this time I've been trying to find a way to cure me of lupus, but I haven't been living. So now I'm about to be 31, April 30th. Hopefully I post this video before then. And I just want to live life. I want to be happy. I want to live, you know. I know this is temporary. This catheter is temporary. I embrace this being a part of my life right now. You know, I can't lay around sad and depressed, you know. I went through those phases, you know, during this process. And I have my days where I'm just sad and I might cry, but you know, I keep pushing through. I have to keep pushing through. I'm fighting for myself. Not only myself, I'm fighting for my son. You know, I got to be here to raise my son. So, you know, I have my days, but I'm going to keep fighting. As far as my lupus, lupus is lupus. I get a little flare around my nose sometimes, but right now I'm good. I haven't had any aches or anything. My doctor did say that I'm doing really good with my fluid, maintaining my fluid, and he said that they're gonna monitor my labs, and hopefully I can get down to 2 days, you know. Prayerfully, my kidneys kick back, you know, jump back. And I'm just taking it one day at a time. That's it, one day at a time. Yeah, so that's my update, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, follow me on TikTok, you guys. I wish you guys peace, love, happiness, and success. Don't forget, you can manifest anything. Prayer changes things. I love you.